This receiver is a Sansui G77 series, and this is one of the top dog receivers to have back in those days in 1977-78. This particular model was put out in 1977, late 77, 78. My brother paid around $862.52 for it. I do have the receipts for it. The turntable itself was I believe it was $465. As you can see, this thing is just immaculate. It is just superb. As you can see, it has a control for the record. You could slow it down just by looking at the timing mechanism on the turn plate itself. So I could slow it down. As you can see that the dots on the turn plate are going backwards. So if I wanted to speed this thing up and bring it up to play, up to standard, then watch as I turn and listen. You see how it stabilizes. And if I want to go faster, as you can see, the dots are going faster now forward. And those other dots that are up there for 77 LPs and 45. So here we go. We'll time it back in. And there you go. Might be moving a little bit here. And there it is. So therefore, yeah, I mean, it's a good little unit, man. This was the top dogs to have back in those days. This particular, like I said, this particular receiver was $662 and some odd cents. I got the receipt somewhere. And the turntable was more than that. Not more, but it was like $465, somewhere around there. But anyway, it's immaculate. I mean, this thing is just absolutely phenomenal. I've looked them up online. I put it online, and I've had offers of $1,500 or $1,200 for both. I said no way. I said, you know, and I know that this thing is worth more than what you're asking for, or what you're offering. And there's no way I'm gonna get rid of it like that. There's just no way. Let's see something. I put it on. As you can see, this is the digital readout here. The signal. So this has to be dealt with. So I've already looked it up, and they're called hot and cold solder joints that need to be dealt with. Hopefully this thing ain't burnt out. So little LED lights are in there. Actually, it looks like I've already opened it up, and it's like, oh, it's a tube with a bunch of numbers on there. It's the old time, you know, tube number readout. And so That's just one unit. To try to get another one of these, I don't know how much or what they cost, or even if this could be repaired or not. But I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna try to get this thing back to par. It's just been sitting out in the garage for a while. But as you can see, I got some Mexican music on. And as you can see, as I turn the dial, numbers are not all coming in. You see a little dot right there. If you see it right by the signal, right there. Right there. This little guy right here. It's got an arrow here and an arrow here. And this indicates, from right to left, which way, the dial's going. And it zeroes you in. And that's where the quartz lock is there for. Once this hits that, this turns on and it locks it in. But evidently it's not doing that. So, like I said, there's a bunch of cold and hot solder joints that need to be dealt with in here. I've already watched it. There's a spray, the Cup Done 100, and you gotta get a can of that and spray it all up and clean it up. And I clean the face up, and it's just immaculate, man. When my brother was alive, and he used to come home from the bars, they got a petition against him because, let's go turn this off. They got a petition against him because he would come home at 2 o'clock in the morning and turn this thing on and blast the whole damn neighborhood out. And I'm going to show you one of the speakers here. I got it turned the other way because of the fact that bunch of stuff on there, but I got a glass plate here, and these things are just phenomenal. They're Sansuis. I don't know if you can see that, but anyways, these things are very heavy. I mean, but they got a petition against him because he was always playing his music real loud. So therefore, I mean, this thing is badass. As a last resort, I'll let it go for $1,600, all of it. And it's just totally immaculate. Once I get it all fixed up, the inside of this thing, but I know I can get 16. Turntable works fine. It's just a little touch up on the inside with the electronics, and that's not a big issue for me. Anyways, hope you enjoyed it. I wish I could play the big speakers, but it is just too doggone loud, and I'd probably blast my poor dad out of here. But anyways, we'll talk to you later, and we'll see what happens with this unit. I'll probably wind up keeping it. Just because it's just one of the top of the line back in the day, and it still is. I mean, this unit will outbeat a lot of the newer units that are out there now. Smart bullshit or whatever, Wi-Fi bullshit. I'd rather have wires hooked up to this thing. That's just me, I guess. So anyways, we'll talk to y'all later. Thank you.